Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be a barn tour of my Silver Star stables. So my barn really hasn't changed that much since my last tour, but I filmed that barn tour a really long time ago. At least it feels like a really long time ago, like some months ago. And I just really feel like making another tour. So yes, let's get started here with this stable. So we'll go into the stable. And in the middle, we have Chica, and she is a Pinto Arabian, I believe is how you say it, because she's Pinto and Arabian. And we also have Jenny, who is grooming her. And Chica's in the little cross ties I made out of lead ropes. And there's also a haystack for the horses in this barn, and some brushes that Jenny is using, and her grooming kit. And this is Spike. He is our little pet goat. And then in this stall, we have Sparks, and he is a Tennessee Walker Stallion. And there's also a saddle rack with a saddle and a pad. And we have Jupiter. He is an Arabian Stallion. We have Bella. She is a Tinker Mare. And we have Tilta. She is a Tennessee Walker Mare. She's watching Chica get her groomed, and Tilta has a little treat lick, and all the horses have their feeders and their feed and their little water thingies. And then off to this side of the barn, there is two paddocks. So in this paddock, this is Bucka. She is a Persian mare, and we also have Electra and Donna, and they are Camarages. And Electra has her little blanket on. Electra's a little bit grumpy. She's always grumpy for some reason. And then we also have a bag of feed, some horse treats, a bucket, and a bale of hay. And then over here we have the wash stall. But right now Sophie is using it to tack up Trickster, another Tennessee Walker Stallion. And he has this cute little saddle that I actually made in a DIY video. It turned out very nice, and it matches Sophie well. So they're getting tacked up there. And we also have Cuddles. He is a golden retriever puppy. And then this is a little hitching post, and there's a grooming kit on here. And then over on the other side, we have Chip. He is one of the retired Schleich dogs. I got him at the thrift store, so I don't know what breed he is. But he's at the little doggy feeding station here. There's some food bowls and water and a bone. So he is getting some water. And then there's another hitching post. And then there's more paddocks on this side of the barn. So here we have Fireball. He is a Pinto Stallion, and he's got his little fly mask on. And we've also got some show ribbons on his paddock. I just thought they looked nice there. He is definitely quite the show horse. And then we also have Jock, and he is a Clydesdale gelding. Then here we have our horse trailer, which is not being used right now. So it's got all kinds of little doors on it. But it's just parked here with our farm truck. And in the back of the truck, there's a crate and a bucket. And in the truck, we have the truck driver man. I can't quite remember what we named him. It was something like Tim or Stan. I think it was Tim. Yes, I'm pretty sure his name is Tim. And we also have Penny. She's a little hen that roams around the stable. Then we have Princess Isabel on Magic, and Christian on Spirit. He's a Mustang Stallion. And I know Schleich didn't make him a Mustang, but I did because he looks so much like Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron. And we also have Jordan on Comet. He is an Arabian Stallion, so they're just going for a bareback ride. So next we have our pastures. So this is the Stallion's gelding's pasture. So this is Fury. He is a Mustang Stallion, and if you have been watching my videos, you know he's my favorite Schleich horse. So he's out here. He doesn't really stand very good on this fake grass. And if anybody's wondering, I always get questions where I get my fake grass, and I got this fake grass just from the hardware store. So A lot of people ask me about that, so that's where that's from. And we also have Apache. He is a Trackner stallion. We have Teddy. He is a Trackner stallion as well. And we have Danny. He is a Trackner gelding. Then on the other side of the fence is the mare's pasture. So this is Muffin, and I can't ever remember her breed. So yes, that is Muffin. And we also have Charlotte. She is a Hanoverian mare. This is Toronto. She is a Lipizzan mare. And this is Perlina. She is an absolute Appaloosa filly. I had to think there for a moment. And this is Pearl. She's an Appaloosa mare. And they got this water trough that is actually briar, but it's the perfect size for Schleich, and a little bale of hay. Then out front of the mare's pasture, we have just a little storage tack box. It's pretty stuffed full in here, but there's just basically every kind of bit of tack you can think of is stuffed in there. And we have this is a baby lamb, and I can't remember if I named her, but I don't think she has a name. And there's some halters here for the horses out here that don't have halters on, like Charlotte and Perlina. And over here we have more trial riders. So this is Alice on Mystery. Mystery's an Arabian mare, and Mystery doesn't really like to stand on the grass either. This is Lizzie on Sparkles, and she is an Icelandic pony. And we have Emily on Buck, and he is a quarter horse pony. And then we have another little hitching post on the side of this little barn. So there's a bucket on there, and there's a little saddle pad here. And this tack box, this is Teresa's tack box. So inside there's some horse treats and a grooming kit. And you will notice Teresa really likes the color pink. So there's a lunging set and a pad and pillow wraps down there. So I'm going to put this all back. Then around the front of this barn, there's some paddocks. So it kind of just goes the whole way around. So in this paddock, this is Queen Isabella, and she is visiting with Flora. She's a Tinker mare. And then here we have Ruby. She is an Andalusian mare. And there's also a stump out front of their paddock where they cut down a tree, and it makes a good mounting block. And then in this paddock over here, we have Rosa, and she's a halflinger mare, and these are all of her babies. So this is Lucky, this is Lily, and this is Buttercup, and they're all halflingers like their mama. Then around the back of this barn, this is Molly. She's a golden retriever dog. And in the stall, we have King. He is a Tinker Stallion, and this is Cayenne. He is a quarter horse gelding, and they got some feed, and there's a bucket in there. Then out front there's a dressage saddle, a halter down there, and a little jump saddle, and there's some feed and a grooming kit. Oh, and on top of the barn, this is Rudy, I think I named him. He is a rooster around the stable. So this here is the entrance to the stable. So we just have some like flower pots on either side of the driveway. And here in her car is Teresa, and she is just driving in her Jeep. Now we are over here in the bigger barn. So this barn I built with my dad and my brother. And then recently, not really, it's been a little while, but in a video, I came back and put new stalls in it with the sliding doors. But right now, this is our mare and foal barn. So in this stall, whoopsie, we have Missy, I think, yes. Missy and Spots, and they are Nad Strappers, and they got their feet and stuff. And this is Cora and Tars. They are Hanoverians. We have Dixie and Coco. They are Trackners. And over here, we have Minnie and Jericho. They are Icelandic ponies. We have, my mind went blank. This is Violet and Firecracker. They are Pintos. And lastly, we just have these two little ponies. This is Pinky and Pokey? Yes, Pinky and Pokey. They're Shetland ponies, and they're not mare and foal, but this is just their stall. They're in this barn. And mucking out their stall, we have Sarah. She's getting it all cleaned up. And we also have Steve with his Mustang filly, Flax. So he adopted her as a wild Mustang, and he is training her. And this is Abby. She is a veterinarian assistant. And then we have Samuel, who is the veterinarian. They got their veterinarian kit there. And they are giving Lavender, our Pinto yearling, a checkup. Then we also have a bag of feed, a bucket, and some hay. And on this side, we have this horse trophy that I kind of just put there because I wasn't sure where to put it. And we also have this sparkly grooming kit that a friend made for me. And the lunging set Teresa has in her tack box was also made by a friend. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. We also have a broom in this barn. And this is Kipper. He is a golden retriever dog. And we also have Elizabeth, and she is feeding Coco some carrots. Now, over here in the arena, we have Stephanie, and she is riding Winnie. She is a paint mare? Paint or pinto? I believe it's a paint. She's a paint mare. And we also have Leanna. She is riding Domino, and he is an Appaloosa stallion. And then we have our trainer. This is Adam. He is just giving them a lesson on flat work. And we also have the mounting block. And over here, this is our big box, I guess, that we just keep some extra horse feed in. So all the apples and carrots are in there. It just goes there. Then in this corner, we have some very messy jump storage, but basically this is where we stack all the jumps when we're not using them. So my barn is actually not big enough for all my ponies, so I keep some of these guys lined up here outside of the big barn. So I want to show you all the ponies, so I'm going to quickly go through these guys and show them to you. So this is Frankel. He is a Hanoverian gelding. Ace is a half-flyer stallion. Crystal is a thoroughbred mare. Wind Dancer, Pinto stallion. This is Cody. He is a custom, and he's a quarter horse stallion. Midnight, she is a Frisian mare. Stormy is a Trackner mare. This mare, she's a custom. I don't have her named, but she is the old Lipizan mare. And now that that mare is old and retired and very rare, I wish I wouldn't have customized her. But I was very little when I did it, and I thought, oh, she has a few scratches. I must paint her. But no, I wish I wouldn't have. This is John and his horse Rockstar. He is a Hanoverian. Dan and Dinah, she's a Pinto. This is Frisky. She is a Mustang Nat Stripper Cross. So her mom is Missy and her dad is Fury. Scarlet Arabian Mare. She's a custom. This is Dynamite. He is a Pinto stallion, just like in the same model as Fireball. These are two little Black Angus calves. I believe they're Black Angus. Cookies. He is a Shetland pony stallion. Snowball, Icelandic colt. The little sheep. She's not named. Autumn, Shire filly. Blossom is an Ecotech mare. Peppermint, Arabian mare. Rocky, Clydesdale gelding, I believe. This is Spitfire. He's a thoroughbred, and he's also a bit dirty because I had him outside and playing cross country with him. Peaches, Curly filly. And Cloudy, Tinker colt. Dusty, Andalusian colt. Spice, little Shetland pony filly. Ginger, Tennessee Walker yearling. Prince, Frisian stallion, and Chester, he is a custom of the Trackner stallion. And I have the rest of my ponies up here on a different shelf. So this is Starlight, she's a Pinto. Champion is a Hanoverian. Clover is a quarter horse. Ice, Andalusian. Sugar, Mini Shetland. Buttermilk, Andalusian, Princess Arabian, Twinkle Arabian, Silver Camarage, Wildfire Mustang, Clyde Shire, Honey Halflinger, Charlie is a Persian, Jeddah, Hanoverian, and Black Beauty Quarter Horse, Alaska Quarter Horse, and this is Leah. She is a custom Western rider. And lastly, we have Miss Taffy. But we're not quite done. We are still going to tour Teresa's house. So this is Teresa's mom. This is Josie. And we also have Queen Rosita, who is visiting. And they have the table set with some very delicious looking but unhealthy desserts. So we got cake and ice cream and orange soda. Really cute little food. And looks like they are frying some ice cream. Very interesting. I love all the little accessories in this house. And back here in the kitchen, the refrigerator and sink. And then over here, this is the stairs that go upstairs. And then I'll move those out of the way for a moment. This is the living room. This is, I can't remember what I named this kitten. Maybe it's something like Oreos or something. I don't think so. Maybe it's cookies, but I have that pudding and cookies. I can't quite remember. There's the fireplace and TV and sofa and a lamp. And then we'll head upstairs. This is Teresa's room. There's bunk beds. This is the puppy Samson. So this is Teresa's room. Then out here on the deck, there's this telescope to look at the stars. And I really love the balcony. And then over here's the bathroom. And I don't know why there's a rabbit sitting on the toilet. But this is the bunny Fluffy. And that's the bathroom. This is Teresa's, so this is Josie and Jim's room, Teresa's mom and dad. So this is the bedroom. There's a suitcase and their bed and a lampstand. And then up here in the attic is pretty much empty other than some Christmas decorations. Here out front of the house, Jim is going to water the shrubs. So he's got the garden hose. And then there's also this like little picnic kind of outdoors table. And this is the umbrella that goes over it. So this is the front of the house. It's very beautiful. There's window boxes and another shrub and the front door. Alright, so that is the complete barn tour, or kind of just more like a tour of all of my Schleich. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed making it. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!